All right, folks. So um, the next play I want to do is Salesforce. Um, so I called Salesforce back in around February 9th. I still think it's a very valid play. As you can see, I've charted it up quite a bit. So let's get into it. So if you look on the daily, where was it sitting? February 9th, February 9th, 8th, 9th. So it was kind of bobbling around this resistance area here, or support area, sorry, right around here. It's starting to consolidate a little bit. It had just come off of this gap from what's this, 243 to 236, so like a $7 gap. Um, that gap was kind of around a big old channel on the monthly chart. And so you have that channel, which is a pretty strong resistance or support. Sorry, the bottom channel would be a support. And then it started bobbling around this first green resistance line here, right around here, around 210. Maybe, might have, yeah, around 210. So I look back. So this support has some history. So back here in May, back here at the beginning of 2021, then it was a resistance back here in looks like August of 2020. So it had a long history. This has been hitting this support slash resistance line, what I call a value area. One, two. So if you bring the cursor out, it hit this thing once, twice, three, four, 5 times. And then, obviously it started consolidating again this year, beginning of this year. Touched this line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So, yeah, I bought in. Now the stock continued to go down a little bit. There's the war in Russia thing going on about 15 days after I bought in, so that kind of sank it. But if you look at these resistances or these supports I was drawing up, they go back. They go back pretty far. So you can see this middle one touched twice over here in the beginning of 2021. It was also kind of a resistance zone in 2020. So I knew, if you go back to the monthly chart, that after falling out of that channel, I did not think that Salesforce was going to drop much, much lower. So, and if you look on the monthly, I bought in probably when this February candle, so this red candle here was wicking. I bought in after it wicked down and then came back up, I believe. But that's also these long wicks that are playing out on Salesforce right at the bottom of that channel. To me, that's a strong buying signal. So if you go, let's see here. How do I hide my lines? Okay. So now if we look at Bollinger Bands even, which again are for standard deviations away from an exponential moving average, you can see both of those wicks. It's almost like a double bottom. Both of those wicks are at the bottom of a monthly Bollinger Band, 20 exponential moving average on the monthly. Let's check out the weekly. So on the weekly, we've got, looks like a nice, strong support here. And it's shot off of that support. Got some nice long wicks down here, bopped off the Bollinger Band, and then let's see where it's at on the daily. So yeah, it's been shooting up. It's probably going to catch one of these resistances, either here maybe. Probably going to catch that right there. Have some interesting interaction around 234. But even if you look at the earnings were positive. 11% surprise on earnings report in a good direction. So yeah, it's looking like this may turn around. It may fill these gaps. It's like we got that gap around 236 to 243. Looks like we got another gap up here. 275 all the way to 284. This is about a $10 gap maybe. And then if we look back on the monthly again, this stock has historically been higher. So, and it's been following kind of loosely this channel here that I drew out. Top of that channel is like, $400 or something. I mean, the all-time high looks like it's been around $300, 305 something. So, yeah, this stock has room to run. It's a pretty solid company. I don't get too much into fundamentals with these little videos, but yeah, lots of strong support resistance here, and you can average down. I would even dare to say you could average down to 189, 188. I think it hit that with these wicks, but yeah, this is a strong support zone. So I think it could potentially go back to these lower channels, but I do think this is going to continue to ride up. Just taking a look at like the market shapes and market trends, and these even on the daily, like I would say these long wicks that we saw on the weekly actually kind of tell me that this is looking to turn around. And especially on the monthly, it's looking to turn around. These long wicks, that double bottom, I think in the next, I want to say 6 months, we're going to see some activity moving upward. It'll try to get back in that channel, and once it's in that channel, it could continue to move up some more. So this is a play that I think has good value for the next year or 2 years. You would either want to buy shares or options contracts. I would just get longer term, like kind of position trading style plays. So that's Salesforce. That's a stock that I think people could make some money on if you're going the long direction. Thanks. I'll see you guys later.